Courtney, you need to be warned. Somebody says that they see someone following you around there and touching you on the shoulder.
I could feel my heart pounding, like all this stuff when you were like just naming off everything. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
A lot of times when the spirits react to you, they will look for the person with a similar emotional footprint because that's what will feed them the most energy. Is there anything that you did not get to do that you'd like someone to take care of for you now?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. I'm Dean Haglund, and welcome to Scared and Alone. I'm your host for tonight in this paranormal investigation that we're all involved in. Tonight, we're going to the historic Revival Wheeler Mansion in Orange, Massachusetts for the next 2 hours. And all of us, you watching, everyone, will be involved in this live paranormal investigation. Joining me tonight, of course, is some of my favorite ghost hunters. First up, David L. Sloan, coming to us from Key West, Florida. David, how are you?
I'm doing great, Dean. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. What's that location, by the way?
I'm in the old Key West Firehouse Museum. It's one of the most haunted locations on the island.
Oh my
One
God.
of the oldest firehouses in the entire state of Florida.
Okay.
It's got a lot of activity going on.
Fantastic. Looks great. Just popping up on my screen, there's Richard-Lael Lillard. How are you, Richard?
I'm well, but remember Richard-Lael is one name, so
I
just a
did say
minor
that.
correction.
It's my Michigan accent that I have now.
You sound just like a Michigander.
Well, oh gosh, golly. Yeah. And
And
you're going to be painting during this entire investigation.
I am going to be painting during this.
No.
I have a pretty good idea as to some of the spirits that are roaming those halls, and I'm going to be painting what I see.
And also join us. Hello, Haley Michelle Geiger. How are you?
Hi, I'm wonderful. How are you?
Very good, thank you. What I understand, you have some new dolls from the last time we talked.
Yes, this is Beta, my new haunted doll.
Wow, that's fantastic. Now, I understand you get these donated to you now?
I get some donated and some I literally find at antique stores that give me the feeling of that they are spiritual and haunted. You know what I mean? Like you just get like attracted to them. Like you go straight towards them. That's what happened with her. I found her in an antique store.
Wow. I mean, those eyes alone are just burning a
know.
hole through
Those
my
pink
soul.
eyes.
You know what? Yes, absolutely. And of course, on location at the Revival Wheeler Mansion, our volunteer, our ghost bait, welcome everybody, Courtney Buckley. Courtney, are you there?
I'm here. How are you guys?
Good, Courtney. How are you?
You know, you guys ever seen that meme where like the dog is sitting at a table in a room surrounded by fire and he's like, this is fine.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how I am right now.
That's you right now.
My gosh.
I just heard Richard-Lael talking about the spirits that he can sense, and I was like, they're here.
You're already started?
Yeah.
Oh my God. The Wheeler Mansion, of course, was built on the Wheeler sewing machine empire, a turn of the century industrialist. And he built this 15,000 square foot mansion that we're going to be going through tonight. So Courtney, are we ready to begin? You are our eyes, ears, everything in the building.
Courtney, how's the energy in there?
Honestly, right now, I don't feel alone.
Well, we're...
Oh, and my K2 meter is telling me that I also have not. It's flashing over here.
Do you get a sense as to whether it maybe it is maybe it is one of the people who built the house and lived there, or do you think it's one of the people from the Eastern Star? Do you have a sense of male or female presence?
I think right now I'm getting like a little bit of a cold chill. It feels male right now. I don't think it's one of the Eastern Star. It was when Richard-Lael was talking about the man, I really was like, oh my God. Like that hit me. And I don't know if you can see this, but oh, of course it just stopped. My K2 is going nuts.
You're picking it up. Yeah.
Right.
Which is making me want to turn around and look at what's behind me.
Mr. Wheeler himself died in that house somewhere, and they're not sure where, but they would think that the large room, the billiard room that you're in now, would be the most grand place to lay in wake, as they did back then. There was a period of time where the body was laid out before buried in case he woke up, right? That was what having a wake was all about.
Yeah.
Am I correct, David?
How do you
Am I
feel?
wrong on that? Did I get my history wrong?
You know, he would have been buried from the house. I mean, that was common at the time. And when I was looking into it, he died of double pneumonia.
Oh.
Oh no.
Here's some of the symptoms. So there's shortness of breath, chest pains, congestion, coughing that may produce phlegm, fever, sweating, and chills, rapid heart and breathing rate, fatigue, nausea, and vomiting. But listen, here's something which to me helps explain why he might be stuck there. You know, they talk about reasons why someone comes around. For adults older than 65 who have double pneumonia, symptoms include confusion and a change in thinking ability.
Wow. Okay.
Making it glitchy.
I know, right? Haley, are you feeling anything where you are in
Yes.
Anderson, Indiana?
I am. She said she felt like the cold chills. I definitely felt that as well, but also it's weird because I felt like sweaty as well. And a lot of pressure on my chest. And when you were talking about this, you know, the symptoms that he had with that, I was like feeling like, honestly, like shortness of breath. I could feel my heart pounding, like all this stuff when you were like just naming off everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't get nauseous. It was crazy.
So Courtney, we're back to you. And Courtney, you're back. Are you sitting up against the wall looking out towards the windows right now, or what's your position in the?
Yeah, so there's like a little almost like stage area that I'm sitting on right now. So the windows are over here.
Oh.
And the open room is here. But I'm kind of kitty cornered, so my back is towards like the open room. I'm in the middle of that staging area, so there is space behind me right now for someone to be standing.
And where's the fireplace in orientation to where you are?
Right
that
there.
way.
Are you?
So you're kitty corner? Okay.
Are there steps in there? Are there different levels? When you say you're on a stage, is it an elevated stage?
Yep, there's one step. I can show you.
Okay, because this is important in the way masons build things. You know, they have different levels of masons, and they have first level, second level, third level, and so the different steps can be very important in how you communicate. And with Wheeler being a mason, I mean, he was one of the first masons in Orange, I believe. So maybe if you elevate yourself to a higher level, even it might increase the interaction that you have with him.
So I was at the highest level. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. So there's like this step right here,
right,
where my crock is on right there.
Yeah.
And then this step right here, and that runs all the way down here. So this where my light is, you can see my backpack and stuff. That's where I was sitting.
Yeah.
Sort of with my back out this way.
Mm-hmm.
And then to your right, was there another step up off that stage?
No, it was just that little.
That's the
that
wall.
little step. But if we come over here, there's like window. It's like an extended window seat almost. So then there's a window seat.
Oh yeah.
In this window.
I get really bad vibes right there. Really bad vibes.
Really?
I just got short of breath, Haley.
Yes. I feel it right there.
Courtney
Wow.
just smelled smoke, so that smoke is coming through that was talked about.
Haley, what are you feeling?
Oh, my son. Oh
Oh
hi,
my
Nathan.
gosh.
Yeah.
I am getting that sense of smoke as well. But when she was right there by that window, I can't even tell you the amount of pressure that I felt on my chest. Like somebody was just like hiding in that corner.
Okay.
There's definitely something right there.
The
Or
comments are
something happened
they're
right
saying they felt the vibe going through the window too. Yeah.
I was
Other
going to say
people-
that
All right.
there have been a couple of people who have contacted me saying that when they were younger, they looked in the third floor window and they would see people standing there when the house was vacant.
Oh my God.
So shadows in the window. The room that's my room now was the first room that they said that they saw something, and it's also south facing, the same facing that she's in right now, south facing, and then she's on the opposite side of the third floor from where my room is, and that window that you were talking about is the other window where people said that they had seen figures standing in the window.
Cynthia, Barbara, I haven't even said hello to you.
Hi.
Welcome. Hi.
We're here.
Cynthia, yes, you are the owner of the Revival Wheeler Mansion.
Yes.
Barbara, you own the Proctor House.